breathe thicker than water? Is being a family enough to overcome the toxicity of unhealthy relationship? More than 1 in 4 adults in Indonesia have experienced estrangement in the family, either from one or both parents, sibling, or relatives. The main cause are emotional abuse, personality and value clash, inappropriate expectation, and possible physical or sexual trauma. Johnson Chong put forward the idea that toxic family relationships are akin to unspoken one-sided contract full of expectation and obligation that keep us from living the life we deserve to live. She poses the question, if we can negotiate a legal contract, why not a toxic family contract? Do you know what? My mom and dad want me to be a money-making machine for the family in the future. They want me to study hard and be exactly what they want me to be. When I start elementary school, I thought their ambitions were good for me and my future. They had high expectation that with their strict supervision and strict upbringing, they will have the successful child they had hoped for. Yes, a successful child with a million trauma and trust issues. But when I turned 17, I felt that they were exaggerating things. Like they start forbidding me to go out, saying words that they thought would be okay when I heard them. Well, that's right. They were overprotective parents who had a lot of trauma in the past, which I didn't know what about. There are several reasons why parents overprotective their children, including one, parents overprotect their children because of their fear of harm happening to them. Parents are unaware of the behavior that always make it easy and help children. 2. Parents fear of their children stubborn behavior, getting angry if their wishes are not obeyed, and not wanting to feel difficult. So, children only expect and only want to know how good it is. 3. Parents do not realize that children need to know and get used to the existence of a rule. By charging children with high expectation and micromanaging their life at every turn, parents are actually not helping. I advise parents to stop defining their children's success through grades and test scores. Instead, she said, they should focus on giving the oldest idea on the unconditional love. In an interview, there were several children who responded to the impact of overprotective parents on children. The first child said it can have an impact on making you lie because we want to be allowed to leave the house. Then the second child said, in my opinion, overprotective by my parents makes a little difficult for me to open up. Usually, children confide in their parents, but I felt that I couldn't open up to my parents because if I'm confident in them, they will scold me. So I always suppress the feelings I feel. Then there are those who say I became quiet so I can socialize. Even though I was in a group, I was also silent at first because I'm already overprotective. I'm used to being quiet, so I'm quiet. I'm currently in my 3rd semester at university. and I currently live with my father relatives. I remember when I was still in the process of applying for university, my family once said, "You are studying, not being a maid in someone's house." Yep. And in the end, I did both professions at once, studying while being a maid in someone's house. During this 1 year, I told my parents that I didn't feel at home at my relative's house because all my college activities were very right. But my parents just thought that it was just an excuse for me to be free to live outside. So, how to raise a successful child without being overprotective? First, let your children do what makes them happy. 2. Don't overprotect your children. And 3. Every child has limits in terms of emotional, thinking, and physical strength. So don't push your child will too much. 4. Let children tell stories and listen to their complaints, then provide input that makes sense to them. And 5. Put trust in the child. The more overprotective parents, the lower the level of self-confidence in children. Vice versa, if the overprotective attitude of parent is low, the level of self-confidence in adolescents will be higher. The study focuses on overprotective parents in the perspective of children. Parenting is always a reflection of our best and worst selves. Despite good intention and efforts, every parent has flaws that can endanger children with lifelong trauma and even death. Recent study in the United States showed that the number of children and adolescents visiting emergency rooms for considering of or attempting suicide has doubled in recent years. And after scrutiny, it's turned out is due to overprotective parent and playing victim. For the children out there who feel themselves restrained by their parents, don't be afraid to fight back. So thank you for today.